Yo, what is going on, Draft League fans? My name is IronBoffin, and we are back for week 3 of BUBL Bubbies Ultra Battle League, and we're going up against Lindz this week. Recently back to Draft League, Lindz. She used to do Draft League back in like Gen 6 or 7, I believe, was when she said the last one was. But she started out the season really well, beating Seabad. So we know we have to take this battle seriously. We know there's not much rust to knock off there, and our team is very scary with the Tornadus Therian. The absolute crazy regen core of Tornadus Therian and Slowking is really scary. The absolute wall breaker of Hoopa Unbound, very scary. Sylveon's also really scary because obviously like a throat spray hyper voice hurts really bad. Excadrill, I'm not super worried about this week because I have the Lando, so I don't even expect Excadrill to show up here. Could show up as a spinner, but I just don't see it showing up because Lando is so free into it. Then we have some... You know, obviously there's the Milotic there. Milotic is super scary because it has the competitive, and I have 2 Intimidators, so I expect that to be showing up, and I expect it to be rocking competitive. And then there are 2 Terra Captains of Skelligurg and Satitan. As her Terra Captains are very scary because the Chili Reception synergy into Satitan is also, like, that's just really scary. So we're going to try to, hopefully we can play around that. Mousehold is good. Don't know if it's coming here. I mean, it could for sure. I mean, a lot of our Mons could just show up because it's a really good squad of Mons. Hisuian Decidui doesn't look terrible into me. And then the Flygon, the best Choice Scarfer in the game. Choice Scarf Flygon absolutely has a place in this team because it just... My team doesn't love U-Turn. My team doesn't love Earthquake, so it could absolutely show up. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the team we're bringing and why we're bringing it. All right, first up, we're having our biggest... big body, heavy threat coming in. We have the myth Landorus Therian coming in, rocking the Yachi Berry with Swords Dance, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Stealth Rock. All this thing has to do is we want to get Stealth Rocks up early. Either the Tornadus Therian is either going to be Scarf or it's going to be Boots. Scarf to obviously outspeed Mine, Meowscarada, or Boots to not take Stealth Rocks damage. So we want to scout. If we get our Stealth Rocks up early, we can see if it is Boots or not. And then that obviously kind of just eats into the Regenerator because when it comes back in, it's taking 25%, even if it left and it had full. So that's really good for us. Swords Dance, because if I get up a Swords Dance versus like Excadrill or Flygon or something, we're like one-shotting Milotic, we're one-shotting Skeledirge, we're one-shotting Sylveon. We're basically, if we get the Swords Dance up, we're one-shotting most of the team. So we want to go ahead and go for that. And then the Stone Edge, obviously, to hit like the Tornadus Therian, so I'm not walled by it. And then we're rocking the Yachi Berry just in case. Emergency button versus Satitan. Either if I get the Swords Dance up and she tries to revenge it with like Ice Shard. I don't know off the top of my head if I live like a +2 Icicle Crash. I'm gonna assume I probably don't. So, but it's mostly just to stop the Ice Shard. So hopefully we play around the snow well because she also would have to run Icy Rock, Galarian Slowking, so we can scout for that too. But we'll see. We'll see how that part plays out. Next up, we're bringing Kayano, the Meowscarada here, rocking the Choice Band this week. We are basically max speed to outspeed Tornadus Therian, assuming it's not wearing a scarf. We have Flower Trick, Knockoff, Triple Axle, and U-Turn. We're rocking the Choice Band this week because when we get into Kayano, we want to swing. We want to swing really hard. Nothing really appreciates Choice Banded Knockoff, except obviously the Sylveon. But Sylveon doesn't like Choice Banded Flower Trick. So, you know, we got... with this Mon, we're already faster than everything, and we're going to hit everything super hard. So that's pretty sick for Kayano. Like I said, this Mon's really only afraid of like a Scarf Flygon or just in general Scarfers because we are already faster than everything. And our U-Turn's really cool because that is 4 times super effective against Hoopa. So anytime, if Hoopa gets a kill, basically if Hoopa comes in, we have to sack something to it. But then I get to go into Kayano and I get a Choice Banded U-Turn off, and that's always good. Then next up, we are bringing Verso, the Iron Crown, rocking our own Choice Scarf. This is enough speed. What do I outspeed with this? This is enough speed for Excadrill. Not like if it's Scarf Excadrill or just like non-boosted, or if I lose my Scarf, something like that. I had Tachyon Cutter, Psyshock, Volt Switch, and Future Sight. Future Sight because she does not have... The only immunity to Future Sight is the Hoopa. And I figured if I get into Verso and I throw off a Future Sight and then I just kind of rotate back around, then we're doing good. Obviously, it's not great because I'm scarfed into a move that... like I'm scarfing into a move that I can't spam, but for what I think is going to happen, I can go into this, get Future Sight, she'll switch, I can switch, And then something in a couple turns is going to take a big old future sight from Iron Crown. So that's always really sweet. Side Shock for like the Sylveon, for like the Milotic. Also hits Galarian Slowking really hard. So that's a really good move here instead of like expanding Force or Psychic or anything like that. And then the Volt Switch for pivoting because her only immunity is the Excadrill, and I don't care if Excadrill comes in because I have a Landorus. So that's really cool. And like I said, I don't expect Excadrill to come, so I expect to be able to Volt Switch as much as I want in this game. Next up, we have Saiken. Saiken's actually one of the mons I'm most excited for this week. We are rocking Max HP, Max Special Attack, or Quiet Nature because I didn't want to be fast here. Not that I didn't want to be fast, but I still wanted Dragon Tail to do a little bit of damage. But with the Dragon Tail and the moves we have, we hit everything super hard. And the Dragon Tail is really good because if anything tries to set up on me, like if, what's his face, Skeledirge starts Torch Songing too much, I can Dragon Tail it out. You know, there's not like too much setup on this team that I'm afraid of, apart from Torch Song, and Torch Song's not doing anything to me. I can be Terra Water, so that way, like, it literally can't touch me, and I just Dragon Tail it out. So that's kind of the goal there. And then, next up, we have the man, Hitmontop, with Rapid Spin, Close Combat, Ice Spinner, and Earthquake. Rocket Max Defense, Max HP. This thing's job is to even... it's kind of just like a defensive pivot, but really all this thing is doing is stopping kind of the Slush Rush to Titan. If I switch in, get an Intimidate, I'm max defense. I slow it down, at least from like sweeping me in snow. But with the Rapid Spin, I obviously clear hazards. Close Combat, Ice Spinner, Earthquake, you know, general coverage. But it does decent damage for things. Definitely not bad damage. But it has a pretty easy job this week in just stopping Titan from botting me. It's also a good pivot into like Flygon, for example, because Flygon doesn't have a great attack stat already. And then if I Intimidate it, it's not really going to be hurting me too bad. And then the last up, but certainly not least, we have Kaguya the Clefable, rocking Cosmic Power, Wish, Stored Power, and Moonblast. I'd already like to apologize. I know this set is this set is not going to be fun, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a good set. This set does really well versus everything except the Hoopa, because once I get a Cosmic Power up, not a lot can break me. Like I said, I don't expect Excadrill to show up. And then if I start getting Cosmic Powers, a lot of mons aren't going to be able to break me. And then even if the Hoopa comes in, I already have Cosmic Powers going on, Moonblast is going to hurt really bad. So, and then if we don't really find the opportunity to get the Cosmic Power set going, we have the Wish. So Wish is going to be great into like Saiken. It's going to be great into Lando. So Wish support is actually really good. It's actually my favorite part of Clefable and like kind of why I got it. But yeah, that's the team going into Lindz. We're 0-2 right now after playing the first and second place teams in Joey and Uzi. So hopefully we can snag ourselves a win here and get on the board. Let's get into the game. All right, here we are, week 3, BUBL. And this is the team you know, sometimes you get the team right, but that's not a good thing because Hoopa unbounds here. That's not who I wanted to see. Tornadus Therian. Like I said, this is more or less the team I did expect to be brought. I figured there would not be an Excadrill for me to knock out. But it's okay. I am okay with the matchup here. Listen, Titan is scary. I'm really afraid of the Hoopa. The Hoopa is going to be strong. But we'll see how this all goes. And then no Flygon either, which I'm not exactly surprised about as well. Oh, I'm going to lead my Landorus. I know it's a little predictable, but I really want my Stealth Rocks here. I would really like Stealth Rocks, so we're going to try to get up we're going to try to get that up with Lando. Best case scenario is I get my Stealth Rocks up and they like U-turn or like... If I can somehow get like a Swords Dance and start to break this team a little bit, that'd be great, because the team is pretty slow in comparison, barring any Scarfers or Slush Rush to Titan. So, and they're Terra Fire Skeledirge and Terra Electric Titan. Okay, so we're gonna open with this, which is good for me. I just want to check. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so you're gonna lead Rabid Dog. The dog. What the dog doing? I'm pretty sure even if you're defensive, I can just rip off an Earthquake. But I'm gonna get my Stealth Rocks up because I don't think you stay in here. So I'm gonna rip up my Stealth Rocks. I don't think you stay in. You could. Yeah. I said you could stay in. I don't think you're gonna. Okay, who we seeing? We seeing the Milotic? Florida man. Oh, this guy comes in. Okay. I don't hate seeing... Actually, I don't know if I've seen Tornadus Therian in this game. It looks so good. He looks so good this game. I don't know if I've seen that yet. Couple things I could expect to see here is something like a U-turn. Makes a lot of sense. I'm pretty free to rip off a Stone Edge. Stone Edge does a tremendous amount of damage to this thing. But I can save this for later. This is still good for the Skeledirge. It's good for the Hoopa. We'll go into Saiken here. Let's just preserve. We got our Stealth Rocks up. That was the big thing I wanted. Puts the Titan on the thing place. Okay, just goes for you. I would have loved... So we don't know if you're Scarf there. We wouldn't know anyway because you're obviously faster than Lando regardless. Obviously faster than Lando regardless. I put the Titan down on the team twice. Who was the other mon they brought? Oh, Slow King. I was just so scared of the Titan. Slow King. Okay, I'm surprised you would go into this because this is who I would go into you on. Are you doing anything to me? Maybe you'll flip turn or something. I'll just go for a Thunderbolt. We'll see what you're doing. You're gonna go for a Scald Burn. You're gonna go for a Scald Burn. I'll take a little Thunderbolt damage. Yeah, that's good damage. I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day. So let's see who you think. You don't really have a switch into a Thunderbolt. Like, nobody's, like, immune. So I could just go for Thunderbolt here. I could go for Dragon Tail predicting the switch. Which I think I'll do. I think I'll do that. Let's get our Dragon Tail shenanigans up. I want to try to force the Skeledirge in to see if it's boots or not. Advanced GG, code BOFFIN, by the way. Okay, cool. So you switch. Lizard! No! Lizard is my favorite meme right now. Okay, so you're not boots on this thing. We get our Dragon Tail off. Get out of here. Get out of here. Not boots, Slow King. Ooh, and the Titan comes in. Not boots, the Titan. That's good news. Not boots. Here I'd like to throw off a Flash Cannon just in case he does, or just in case Lindsay decides to stay in here. I'll go for the Flash Cannon. You might want the EQ damage. I want the damage on this thing because this thing is very threatening in the snow. So I will take some damage on this for Flash Cannon. You might switch though. But the good news is taking 25% off Rip, you come back in, you'll be at 50. You could Terra Electric here for sure, and that's fine. I don't really have coverage for that anyway. But I'll go ahead and get my... I'll go for the Flash Cannon. If I force you to Terra, then that's fine. I'm not Terraing here. I'm not going to Terra in front of you. That's for sure. Say, if you want to Terra Electric here, you go for it. Goes for the EQ. Okay. We might trade here. There we go. I'll take... You know what? I'll take that trade because that... I was a crit. I don't think I needed that. I'll do a quick calc. That didn't matter. Flash Cannon does 85% minimum unless you're AV. If you're AV, it mattered. If you're not AV, it didn't matter. So that's cool. So H. Gudra kills or takes out PG, takes out the Titan with Flash Cannon. That's actually huge because that means Lando is looking amazing. So I'll take that out. That's great. I would have preferred, obviously, not to take all the damage, but it's kind of worth it for me. It was kind of worth it there. Now, don't ask me what my Hoopa Unbound answer is. I don't have an answer for you. But Skeledirge, we're fine. We have the Clefable for Skeledirge. Milotic, I'm not super worried about. I don't know what the Milotic's going to be. Milotic, we saw Scald. In comes the Dowg. In comes the Dowg. Okay, and he's not Boots dog. Not Boots dog. Do you kill me? Torch Song should be doing 14%. So we'll go for a Dragon Tail here. This was kind of Saiken's job, is just to be really annoying in the early game. I'm not going to Terra here. Okay, you're going to switch. Trying to force me to switch, but I don't need to because I am big stringless. No strings on this thing. Okay, your Boots Milotic. Boots Milotic. Ooh, Hoopa comes in. Hi, Hoopa. Hello, Hoopa. Oh, God, this thing is nuts. All right. Hoopa is crazy. We don't have a switch into Hoopa, so I'll let you hit me. We'll go for the Dragon Tail, I guess. I can't switch into Hoopa, so. There is those. Hoopa was the one I hope didn't come out. Hyperspace Fury. Okay, that makes sense. I'm just sure I knocked you out. Yeah. Hoopa KOs Saiken or Gudra with Hyperspace Fury. And your Life Orb. Good to know your Life Orb. Okay, so now what we can do is we're in a pretty good spot to go into Kayano here now that we know you're not... Yeah, we know you're not... we know you're not Scarfed or anything. I can just go for my U-turn because it would knock you out or it gives me momentum, so we're going to U-turn. This is what Kayano loves to do. We're in a good spot. We got a lot of stuff we can down. We took out their... I think their best answer to KO Kayano, so that's really exciting. Yeah, so we'll go for our U-turn here. What's up, Kayano? In the comments, let me know if you know where the name Kayano's from. Where you think I got the reference. Okay, let's see what you go for. This is a tough spot for you. You don't really want to switch into me. God, Hoopa Unbound is so crazy in this game. Hoopa Unbound is so crazy. Especially it can be a Terra Captain. It's not one of her Terra Captains, but it can be a Terra Captain. I think it's just really expensive. It's so good. Look at that thing. Okay. Yep, you saved that. That makes sense. Stringless! Okay. We get a Bandit U-turn off. We probably... I don't think we knock out here. Almost. Almost. I want to keep the foot on the gas here. So I could just go Verso. Do you have anybody? You'd still have Tornadus. I could just go into Myth and EQ. Because Myth will be faster than this thing. This thing's not Scarf. We know it's Boots. And if you want... I'm going to go into this. Because if you want to go into Tornadus, that's fine. I'm not going to Stone Edge, though. Because that's crazy talk. I don't care if I gave you competitive. We can just EQ. If you go into Torn, that's fine. I don't care. I have answers to Torn. Maybe Verso was the better answer, because I could have Volt Switched and killed this thing. I think Verso was the better answer. Looking back. But I don't think you saved this. You do save this. Okay. Save it as a sack for later. You're going to switch into Florida Man. The bird. Here comes the bird. Okay, you're not Boots Bird. Not Boots Bird. Not Boots. Give me my 25%. I am tempted to throw off a Stone Edge here. Will you attack or are you just going to U-turn? I'm going to Stone Edge, I think. I do kind of want to keep this healthy, though. You can't kill me with anything. I'll go for a Stone Edge. You probably U-turn, but I'll go for the Stone Edge. If you stay in and I trade, that's fine. I have the Yachi Berry if you try to go for Icy Wind. We don't know what set you are. Okay, just go for you there. Okay, that's fine. We'll get a Stone Edge off on something. I imagine you give me the Milotic here. So I think we've only seen that thing clicky turn. Who do you go into here? Lando, look at Lando's back. Lando fucking big back. Big back Lando over here. So you're not Boots. Could you be like Specs? Could be Scarf. Scarf makes sense. Alright, if we connect the Stone Edge, sweet. Myth hits Stone Edge. I'm getting crits that don't matter. Lando KOs Milotic with Stone Edge. So that's cool. Another good Mon to take down here. Lando looks really good here for the rest of the Mons. The only Mon I really don't want to see right now is Hoopa. Hoopa would be unfortunate. But I have a suspicion that I could see Torn. You could go Torn here. Lando looks great though. Beats Skeledirge, beats is faster than Hoopa anyway. We need to get some damage off on Hoopa, but at least with Stealth Rock and Life Orb, it's chipping itself down. Lizard! Lizard, lizard, lizard. God, I love this thing. Okay. Are you taking any Q? You're not. I have no reason not to EQ if you want to go. Okay, yeah. It's like I understood the game. That crit also doesn't matter. I swear to God. I know I've crit 10 billion times. That's like my third crit. That crit might have mattered actually. Okay, low-key. With the rocks, what the rocks? Okay, that crit low-key actually mattered a little bit. I'm so sorry, Lindsay. I don't mean to do this. The first two didn't matter. I'm not sorry about those. That one did matter a little bit, allegedly. If you're max HP, max defense. But I do have the Yachi Berry, so if you were going to throw off an Ice Beam, I live at least. Slow King with EQ. I have never hit so many crits in my life. I'm going to get... Rabid Dog comes in. Okay, I'm going to EQ again. If you, like, you're taking rocks damage on this, you could be... I mean, you could be Scarf. If you're Scarf, I don't care. I'm gonna EQ. I'm not playing the Torn game. If that crits again, land KOs Dirge with EQ. I'm not playing the Stone Edge game. I wonder if she's not going into Hoopa because she thinks I have U-turn. Florida man. Big bird. That's the biggest bird. Okay, I'm just going to stay in and I'm going to Stone Edge. Bleak Wind Storm. Does some good damage. Speed drops, that's fine. Myth doesn't miss. And we Lando. Lando KOs Torn with Stone Edge. Okay, this thing comes in. My speed did drop though. So I'm gonna switch out just because no reason to die there. Let's go into Kaguya. Lando went crazy there. That I think Lindsay just expected me to not click EQ because of the Torn. But like I'll let the Torn in for free, that's fine. Ow, that did so much! Jeez! Chill! Kaguya! That did 50%. Holy cow. Alright, we'll go for the Moonblast. Yeah, okay, hits the gunk shot. That's fine. That's why Hoopa's crazy, man. That's why Hoopa is crazy. Hoopa KOs Clef with gunk shot. I was so afraid of Hoopa in prep. But now we just go into Kayano and we click U-turn. Banded U-turn kills. Kayano comes in! And all we have to do is we click U-turn. Bug type. Boom! Knocks out Weenie Hut Jr. I love that name for Hoopa, by the way. That's insane. But that's going to be a GG. We are on the board in BUBL. The team felt a little better this week, but obviously we got a ton of luck with a lot of crits there. We got at least one crit battered there with the Earthquake on Slow King. That would have been some damage for sure into me. If you guys don't already, please make sure you subscribe to Lindsay and all the amazing coaches here in the BUBL. We're 1-2, so we're on the board, thankfully. I know first couple of weeks were pretty sketchy, but feeling pretty good. That was good. The team kind of did what it wanted to do there, so that was pretty exciting. And like I said, please make sure you check out Lindsay and everybody's amazing coaches. I love everybody here. But that's it for week 3. I'm gonna get the flock on out of here. Catch you guys next time.